is bitter, but not as bitter as the choices of broken men. Disciples, gather around the sacred rice mat. I, Master Koga, must settle a question that has haunted my soul for days. Who is the truer moral survivor? Is it player 456, also known as Sung Gi-hoon, the desperate gambler turned warrior of conscience? Or is it Joel Miller, the weathered, grieving, shotgun-carrying father figure of the apocalypse? Today we explore their sins, their virtues, and their mind, not through brute strength, but through intention, action, fatherhood, and moral legacy. Let's begin with the heart. Not the thumping blood bag in your chest, but the true inner will. So what really is player 456's intention? At first glance, he's a deadbeat. Gambles away his daughter's gift money, steals from his diabetic mother. Honestly, I'd have spanked him with a calligraphy brush. But even in his lowest moments, he still gives what little he has to someone poorer. He feeds stray animals, and later in the game, he chooses kindness even when it means risking his life. When the players vote to leave the death game, he leaves. He had the choice to stay and win money through killing. He didn't. His heart never turned to stone. Now Joel is a volcano in a cowboy hat. He's lost his daughter, he's seen friends die. When we meet him, he's not looking to be good. He just wants to survive. Bottle of pills in one hand, trauma in the other, and a ton of shit in the middle. But Ellie awakens the parent buried beneath the pain. His intention becomes clear. Protect this child no matter the cost. Even if that means killing, lying, or shooting someone's dick off with a revolver. One wants to save many, the other wants to save one. Master Confucius would say, both have virtue, but one walks the more publicly benevolent path. Intention is good. But what you do when the blade is in your hand, that's when your moral spirit gets tested. Let's discuss player 456's actions. He shows restraint. When asked to kill, he hesitates. He doesn't kill the old man. He doesn't push people to their deaths. In the final round, he refuses to finish off his childhood friend. He tries to end the game peacefully. Even when he wins, he doesn't spend the money. He becomes depressed, aimless, because blood money sits heavy on the soul. Then, instead of flying to America to finally see his daughter, he turns back. Why? To fight the shitty system. To destroy the game that fucked over hundreds of lives. He chooses justice over comfort. That's rare even in the Chinese legends. Let's be honest. Joel is not just a survivor. He's low-key like Dahmer when it comes to killing. He kills without hesitation, he lies to Ellie, he murders doctors. Fuck him, bang! Fuck you, bang! The man does not give a single absolute fuck. He manipulates his brother Tommy to take Ellie on the road because he doesn't trust himself not to fail her. Then, the final chapter. Joel finds out Ellie is the key to saving the human race, but the surgery will kill her. So what does he do? He slaughters the entire hospital and dooms the world. Should one really be this level of selfish? Confucius would need a walk in the bamboo forest after hearing that one. So is Joel evil? No, but he is selfish. He's not the hero of mankind, he's the savior of his daughter. The selfish savior saving his own mind. In contrast, player 456's grows into a man of recognized for his morality. Joel, he digs deeper into private loyalty. You really gotta think, which one do you call a hero? The role of father is sacred. Confucius taught that a father's duty is to educate, protect, and raise a child in virtue. So, how good is player 456 as a father? Honestly, he starts off like expired rice. Smells bad and full of regret. He misses birthdays, gets outplayed in custody court. But something shifts. He begins to want to be better. He grows, he listens, he doesn't throw the money around to buy his daughter's love. The man even stays behind to stop Squid Game from continuing, knowing it means delaying seeing her. Player 456 is a deeply flawed father in action, but not in heart. He fails his daughter repeatedly through selfishness and poor choices, but he is not abusive or indifferent. His love is real, but he can only do as much when he's still leeching off his mother at that age. Despite being an absent father, player 456, after his passing, hands on the vast amount of winnings from Squid Game to his daughter, ensuring her a good life. Now let's discuss Joel as a father. Not biological, but spiritual. Joel is fatherhood personified. Ellie learns to love, to joke, to trust, all because of him. He teaches her how to survive, how to fight, how to care in a world where feeling anything is a liability. But he also lies to her face. He doesn't give her the right to choose. He makes the choice for her. Perhaps the best example is Joel taking away what Ellie thought her purpose would be. Saving humanity would have made her life matter. She would have chosen being in that hospital, knowing she would not survive. And when she confronts Joel on it in their last conversation, Joel expresses if the Lord gave him another chance, he'd do it all over again. But can you really blame him? He did, in fact, do it all to ultimately save her. So the question is, does a good father protect their child from pain or guide them through it? Joel's love is heavy. Possessive love, protective love, unforgiving love. Player 456's love is broken but evolving. One carries the world on his shoulders, the other learns how to hold it. Confucius would agree both of them are pretty far fucked up in the way of the father. On the topic of legacy, player 456 leaves behind a fight for justice. He becomes a symbol of resistance. He refuses to let the cycle continue. Joel leaves behind a safe Ellie, but at the cost of thousands of lives and humanity's best hope. Player 456 fights a system. Joel fights destiny. So the question is, which one matters more? The superior man thinks always of virtue. The common man thinks of comfort. To fight a system is brave, but to fight destiny, that is divine madness. The system is made by man. That shit can and will be in part always broken. But destiny, that's a mountain carved by the heavens. The superior man won't fight to win, he would fight to stay righteous. So when he faces destiny, he knows he might lose, but still throws the punch. Taking into account both these gentlemen's benevolence, wisdom, courage, and the legacy they leave behind, I draw my judgment on who was the alpha in terms of moral superiority. Player 456 gives a damn about everyone. He learns, changes, and chooses to fight the messed up system without turning into a monster. That's some real backbone. Joel? That man's a brilliant, badass storm who'd kill the world for one girl, and he kinda did. He's smart, brave, and full of love, but he leaves behind a bloody mess and a fat-ass lie. In the end, player 456 leaves a legacy that actually means something. Joel just leaves a fucking question mark. In conclusion, I declare player 456, Seong Gi-hoon, the alpha. Class dismissed. Master Koga, signing out.